I don't know if we're back on yet. I got lost. Not showing up on YouTube yet. Here we go. Here we go. I'm back on. Now if I come back on Twitter as well. There we go. So, hopefully Keely can join me back here. Gotta get that exposure right, it looks a bit bright. You can vaguely, I'm drawing faintly at the moment anyway, so you know. I've got the air conditioner up high. So what happened was the phone overheated. Happens a bit with Prism Live. And I got a brand new phone too. I had to get a brand new phone because the screen was just popping off the old one. So, hey, Elijah and Crumpet, how you doing? I had a false start just before my phone overheated. Yeah, so Prism Live Studio in the car. So now I've got the cover off the phone. And the air conditioner on high, as you can probably hear, and hopefully it won't overheat again. Now what I'm drawing here is so we've got pages 23, 24. I've already done Elijah here. I've done Crumpet here. I'm doing the banana phone on the table. I could have drawn that all as part of the background, but for one, out working, I didn't bring my ruler, and I need it for all the perspective stuff. But I figured it might be good to have a phone table thing as a separate element anyway, but it might be good to be used elsewhere, maybe in other books or things like that. Yeah, great. How am I going? So yeah, so what's happening is we're currently packing to move house, as well as me doing lawn mowing jobs. I've just done a lawn mowing job, and packing to move house. Now, packing to move house is normally kind of not that much fun, but we've got this thing of you know, grandparents and what have you who can normally look after our kiddos while we're making a big mess of a house, packing everything. They can't look after them anymore for fear of spreading germs. So so we've got the kids home while we're trying to pack up the house and do all this stuff, and I imagine it's much the same for you, you know, but we do what we can. Things have slowed down obviously on the book, but it's good to grab a second here or there to keep it moving along. how are you doing? How's Crumpet? So I haven't got around to checking out the last video yet. But is Crumpet president yet? Crumpet, not Crumpet. Elijah. Elijah. He certainly would have a lot of difficult things to deal with. I'm viewing on mobile YouTube. Twitter doesn't work live for me. Okay, yeah. Cool, yeah, YouTube on mobile, YouTube live on mobile's not too bad. The only problem is if you're in a chat with lots of people, you've got to put in their name fully before the after the @ symbol. Not like if you're doing it on desktop, it kind of auto-fills for you. President Elijah is doing well. That's great to hear. Now, I just did this before. I don't know whether it's zeroed in here, and I think I had the right number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't believe I did that. Because I just thought, I don't know how I'm going to measure this out, calculate it, all this kind of stuff. And I just thought, I'll just give it a go. And it worked. So I'm pretty happy with it. So I imagine everyone's still at home at your neck of the woods. I know you still working a bit remotely and stuff for your job. I'm kind of doing with my lawns, it's quite funny. So I've still got people who are like on the pension and things like that, because they've still got the same amount of money to mow their lawns with, but people have lost their jobs. I'm not really doing lawns for those guys anymore. Elijah, more good news. We just became global correspondents for SGN. Some good news by John Kransky. Cool. Cool. I'm trying to I've got my drawing glasses on and my computer's over there, so I can only just kind of read it. My eyes are failing me. That sounds very exciting. And Elijah and Crumpet. We also had Keely V on my last transmission, my live, whatever you want to call it. But then my phone overheated, so. Global. So what is SGN? I'm a bit out of touch with things. But global correspondent, that sounds mighty fun. Working from home is hard, yes. It is ridiculously hard. Like, I used to work from home with my mobile cinema business. I did all the office work at home. But the thing was, you know, my wife was out at work, and well, we didn't have any kids then either. So, like, you know, it's still like, it's hard to motivate yourself. But then I realised how incredibly easy that was when I look back, because now you try to do anything around the house, and you got a couple of kids, a partner, doing, you know, there's all this stuff going on. It's certainly, and yeah, it's not very conducive for getting stuff done. Be a lot more locks going on doors with do not disturb signs. Now I'll make a bit of a I don't know, bit of a turned wooden leg. Used to be a cabinet maker. Oh, speaking of cabinet makers, here's Kevin from Hope This Works. How you going? Long time. It's been a long time. I hope you and everyone is healthy and happy where you are in this crazy time. Just talking about how and it's still working, hasn't overheated yet. I've had an overheating issue with my phone. But yes, I used to be a cabinet maker in past life. I did a certificate in cabinet making. That was because I built wooden boats. I built wooden boats in a boat shed in the city of Adelaide for 7 years. We're healthy here. That's great to hear. Great to hear. And you know, the whole idea of the notion of being a wooden boat builder or whatever is all very romantic and oh, how lovely. That must be lovely, but it was actually really dirty, itchy work. Itchy because most of the boats that would come in, you'd end up sanding, you'd be lying on your back underneath a boat, sanding off